So I just sat in the park, which is say meditated, and interesting thing happened that happens quite a lot these days, is that I sit there and I'm feeling a bit like dayed out, worked out, in the sense that a bit kind of got some niggles and that kind of thing. Mind's a little foggy, you know. And I basically just spend like half an hour, 40 minutes just like yawning a lot and unwinding and unfurling upwards. It's so interesting how like my meditation has basically just become like that a lot recently. Just this vomiting out the day's shit from London or whatever, and from the stuff I'm doing to myself. Makes me think, you know, what if I didn't do that stuff to myself? What would meditation be like then? Enable you to go so much deeper. Yeah, and time will tell, eh? On the topic of depth, lately I've been in a pretty good place. Pretty, bothered by stuff. I'm having a good time at the moment. And as a result, when I've been writing in my diary, I've been able to, I start writing and I'm like, I kind of want to talk about interesting, meaty topics rather than just moan about myself and not really be able to think straight, you know. And I think that's kind of the direction I want my diary to go in, to be writing stuff that's potentially publishable. So, for example, at the moment I'm doing little experiments on noticing certain habits of mine and playing with how to soften them. This has been a kind of unfolding project that I've been writing about quite a lot in my diary. I had quite a lot of interesting insights through experimentation, and actually this experimentation process reminds me a little bit of F.M. Alexander's own experimentation process when he was trying to let go of his habits when he would go to speak. I was thinking actually, you know, writing this kind of stuff in a way that might be, you know, quotable for future consumption could be quite interesting. So I have like a diary log. This is like, you know, my diary, the thing that is so precious to me, starts to become something that I can publish, which would be cool, right? Because it's something that I just do anyway. So then it's just something, you know, something that like I ultimately want what I give to the world to just be what I want to, what I'm like, what I have fun doing, you know, rather than thinking like I'm doing this in order to get sales, or thinking out some crazy scheme because people will like it. If it could come organically from me doing my diary, that would be cool, right? So let's move in that direction. Also, I noticed that a lot of the time, my diary in the past, I'd be saying, okay, so this is what happened in my life, this is how I'm going to fix it, plan, bam, 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 yang, male, like, this is how I'm going to do things. And actually, in line with my little epiphany yesterday of saying that, you know, about living in each moment, having the true discipline of being myself rather than imposing the discipline of laziness, really, of taking shortcut answers and setting out plans and being like, right, I'm just going to live by that plan and live by these shortcuts. And so much of my life I did that, you know, so much. I keep saying you know these days, anyway. So if I can not do so much of that, then I can actually write about interesting stuff. Yeah, another argument for it, right? It's 'cause that kind of stuff is that like setting plans and I must do this, do that, do that. It's a distraction from the moment, for sure. Cool. I need a wee. Let's go.